Hello everyone, it is Friday night. I'm Kyle Bosman, and normally we'd look at some art right now, we'd get right into it, but it's a special Friday because if you haven't heard at this point, I'm leaving Easy Allies at the end of April. I made that announcement today, and for the first half hour of the stream, which is 20 minutes is gone already, we had some audio issues, and then we had to list off many subs and resubs and gift subs, which was honestly a pleasure. So yeah, we'll talk for as long as we need to talk for. I wanted to answer any questions that popped up in comment sections, in tweets and stuff. I see some misconceptions about when I'm leaving, and a lot of people think I'm just gone already. No. I got what, 6 more podcasts left? We got stuff. Look at that. Dachshund with last laptop just showed up, and I feel like I read that name out loud an hour ago. So yeah, I would like to kind of open up the floor to talking. It's been a bummer of a day. It's been exhausting. It has not been easy. It's not an easy thing to retire from, right? Was not an easy letter to write, not an easy post to click send on. It went up 40 minutes after it was supposed to. Yeah, it was a wild day for me. Definitely, a lot of comments, a lot of people showing up who don't even normally write comments. A lot of people just kind of saying like, hey, I don't typically like write any comments, or I'm not really like big in the community, but just want to say, bro, thank you for everything you do. And obviously all that means a ton to me. So pretty wild day. Definitely needed an afternoon nap today, if you get what kind of day that is. Just emotionally, mentally exhausting. So yeah, I want to like ask you questions, do at Easy Allies, easiest way for me to find something. And then yeah, I'll answer your questions, and then if we land on something that's worth discussing for a while, let's do it. So something like, if EasyX was still on, would you have posted this today? Okay, great question, Joetown. So basically, I made the final call. I made the hard call. I wrote to the gang, to the Easy Allies, to the group at the beginning of January. Told everybody. Honestly, I called a couple of guys ahead of time. But then to the group, just sent this message early January. And then a couple of days later, we had our big group meeting for the rest of the year. So I figured if I plan to leave in 2020, I had to tell them at that meeting because it's going to be part of our plans for the year going forward. And so the idea was, if I have to leave at the beginning of May, if I got to leave May 1st, I'm not sure we'll go into why. If I have to leave May 1st, maybe we'll go into why later. Anyway, May 1st was the day I had to leave on. I wanted to do as much as possible up to that point with Easy Allies, right? Like, I could have left in January. I could have said, well, if I'm leaving, I should just go. But the other Easy Allies were cool with it, right? I think business-wise, a swift exit is the best possible thing, especially morale-wise, you know what I mean? It's kind of weird to have this guy hanging around for all of January, all of February, half of March, with a weird secret, and then a public secret that he's leaving for another month and a half. So what I wanted to do was optimize my time, and everyone was cool with that. And then it's basically when do we make it public? When do we tell everybody? And the idea was we would make it public. The latest we could possibly tell everybody was before the 4-year anniversary. Because, we're going to have our big meetup. We're going to have everybody come in and do the meetup. And so it would be weird to not tell everybody this is your last chance to say hi to Kyle with Easy Allies. And also, it's just kind of weird to keep that a secret at that point. to just put on a smile and kind of fake it, which is kind of what I've been doing a lot. Not faking enthusiasm, but not being honest with my emotions. You could maybe pick up on it during Hall of Greats this week, where I was just kind of like devastated. You know, it was my last Hall of Greats, and I knew it the whole time. Everybody knew it the whole time, but we're all keeping it a secret from everybody, and that just sucks. I think we communicate too much with our audience to keep that so much of a secret. But yeah, that sucked. That sucked because the meetup was gonna be, you know, I had some, it was gonna be good. I had some things to give away. I had some Box Peak things to give away and some Dumb Game Monday games. I wonder if I'll just dump them on Jones and have him give those away. But yeah, obviously the meetup has been canceled. And look, it's the, you know, one of the 1,000 least devastating things that have come out of COVID-19. So like, obviously I won't complain about it. It's just a bummer. It's just a bummer. But yeah, I'm still gonna be doing Easy X. I'm still gonna be streaming all week. I saw some people say like he's not even gonna do Easy X. I'm doing Easy X, baby. So Bloodworth has a bucket for Easy X, right? Where we draw things out of the bucket and then we have to do that thing. We're doing that once an hour, I guess. Maybe we'll see. We'll see if once an hour is realistic. I'll give you a sneak peek of one of the things I'm putting in the bucket. Yeah, if you haven't seen this bucket, go to patreon.com/easyallies. You can submit to the bucket. But I'm excited for Easy X. I'm putting Kyle Gets Frosted Tips in the bucket. Because there's a bunch of things, there's a bunch of very frustrating things where it's like, oh, we're going to do this, right? We have to do this thing. And you have to pretend like it's going to happen. Like, oh, yeah. You know, like when Jones and I were talking about playing future Pokemon games, we both knew it's not happening. And we have to be like, yeah, it'd be fun to do Emerald. It's just hurt. It hurts so bad. So I feel like Frosted Tips is like one of the things I can really go through with. You know, I can really actually do that one. Planning to go through with my bets still. I got a list of bets that I haven't gone through on, and so we got to do those things. What's Box Peak's relation to my exit? To be very frank with you, I think that I wonder if I think that Box Peak kept me around for longer. I think that for a very long time I felt this obligation to finish Box Peak, right? It was like, I'm never leaving before I finish Box Peak. And so I think that's kind of what that was. It was definitely a thing for a long time where I just feel this unease inside of me, right? And I know there's something I gotta do, but it's this kind of nice thing. I think we build these things where it's like, well, I can't worry about that until this thing is done, right? And so it's like, well, I can't worry about that until Box Peak is done. And so then, yeah, once Box Peak was done, I actually really had to start planning for my life, for my life's main thing, for, you know, what would truly content me, make me feel content. Will I eventually return to streaming? Yes, in some extent, yes. I enjoy streaming. It's like, not even like, streaming is one of my favorite things to do on this planet. It is, I love streaming to death. So yeah, I'm gonna, whatever weird thing I end up doing, if I become a sculptor, you know what I mean? If I'm just chiseling marble all day, I'm gonna find a way to stream. We have a list of games that I promised to stream. Like, we're gonna stream Digimon World. We're not gonna start it next Friday, but at some point, yes, I will stream. I'll stream again, no question. I'm gonna make it happen. I don't know when. Yeah, obviously I don't have a time frame on when I would start streaming again, but yeah, I just want to figure out what I'm looking for. What's the reason you've considered leaving for so long? That's a feeling, right? It's just a feeling. It sucks. It's been hard. It's been hard because you work with your friends and you have this community you love so much, and you just feel it in your gut that you just feel it. I don't know, it's weird. It's like breaking up with someone you still love, you know? Hurts. It really, really hurts. Why leave Cali? Cali is not something I really love. In fact, it's probably a big factor. I've lived in LA for 12 years now, and it has never felt like home the whole time. It's never felt like that. It's weird. You know what I mean? I do seek that. Maybe it's because I'm hitting my mid-30s. Looking for home. Looking for a place where I feel like this is it. This is where I'm at. And honestly, I feel like, so when I first moved to LA, straight out of college, you know, I have a degree in writing for television. LA is just where you're supposed to go. And I had that laser focus, right? And I've lost that laser focus for sure. Like, this is where I need to be. I'm in the right spot. I could be no other place than LA. Definitely not currently feeling that there is one place where I need to be, you know? Is your playlist public somewhere? Good question, Gear Gallic. I don't know. I do know that I am able to share the playlist with a personal account. So, upon the day when I do start streaming again, when I do Digimon World, I'll be able to share this playlist. The playlist won't go away. You going back to New York, I'll tell you that New York is extremely appealing. I don't want to go location first. I want to go thing first. You know what I mean? I want to let's say I'm chiseling marble. I want to go where you go to chisel marble, if that makes sense. Oh wow, we got a lot of questions. RE3 with Huber? Yes. Jeff on the podcast? Maybe not. He's a busy guy. Yeah, RE3 with Huber is definitely happening. Yeah. So, I will tell you, another thing I was planning on doing, was doing a lot of traveling. I was absolutely planning on doing a ton of traveling. That all is kind of just gone. And so I am scared that I'm just going to, you know, do a lot of not traveling this summer and not finding my life's true thing, but I'll do what I can. You know what I mean? Again, I'm not going to complain. It's the worst thing to complain about. Everyone else has way worse things to complain about. But yeah, that was a big old wrench in my machinery, as it were. To get into television writing? Nah, probably not. We'll see. I mean, I'm not saying no to anything, but I think if I wanted to be a television writer, I would not leave Los Angeles. Right? I think my gut would tell me to stay, if that was truly, truly what I wanted to do. Go to Tokyo when you can? Yeah, well, I'm not sure I can do that right now. Did I tell Keely? I did. I did tell Keely. He had to know. I owe Keely too much. I owe Keely too much for him to just find out in a tweet, you know? Curious if you feel like elaborating on your comment about love and respect at the end of your post. Yeah, it's pretty simple. In comments, you'll see people just go, not very love and respect, and I hate it. So it's just like, okay, buddy, I'm taking that away from you. You can't use that as ammunition anymore, all right? You can't have it. It's fine. Think of something else. Think of another reason to be unhappy. Does the games industry hold any appeal at all? I mean, now we're just doing a weird interview, right? Like, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Will Together We RPG be canceled? So, great question. It's a thing that I've gone pretty hands off on Together We RPG. So it is really up to Ben and Ian. I said I'm in, I'll show up, but I'm not going to produce it, basically. Which is rude, I realize, but hey, I had a limited amount of time left, and I was like, what can I do with this? What can I do with this time? And so that's kind of why I did the Dreamcast thing. It's like, okay, what if I just do a cool little stream/show? What if I can do this? I'll tell you, I had some other ideas that were just wrong. I had some pretty fun ideas that were just wrong. What about Fantasy League? I'm still in. No. I'm not leaving the Fantasy League. I care too much about that. I care way too much about that. I will absolutely compete in the Fantasy League. I picked up Forza. We drafted those teams with me knowing I'm going to leave. Like, I knew. It's going to happen. So you're going to tell us about May 1st. Okay, so, yeah, it's not smart to do, but it'll give you an idea of where I'm at. So, currently, I am on a waitlist for a university, for a master's degree. Waitlist means you don't know if you're in, you don't know if you're out, until a later date. It's good. It's not like I didn't get accepted. It's not like I did get accepted. It's like, oh, okay, I guess I'll hang on and see how that goes. And so definitely I was hoping to know what would happen with that by now, by the time I had to write this post. Again, things get pushed back, and you can't complain. You just got to roll with it. I can't tell you the school or the degree because you're not supposed to say you're on a wait list. It's bad form. And so instead I just won't tell you any other details. I won't tell you anything else. But yeah, that's like the level of thing I'm thinking about. You know what I mean? If you don't get in, you got to figure something else out. That was what the traveling was for. Will you use up your F-bomb before you leave? Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about just like starting to swear a lot. And I don't know if that would be me leaving on bad terms. So we'll see. I feel like it would leave some people burned. Well, I returned for a fantasy results show. I mean, I won't fly for it, but Ian's talked about, calling me in, videoing me in. I assume if you do a stream eventually, you won't do reactions at the same time as the allies. Would it be feasible for you to pre-record reactions to things and upload them like you did for your Pokemon stuff? No. I love streaming. I love streaming video games. One of my favorite things to do. Reactions, one of my least favorite things to do. If anything, I can just say that will just, no more reactions. From May 1st forward, no more reactions. Will I still be on Twitter? Yeah, and I'll try to tweet more in the downtime while I figure stuff out. Sculpting is not actually on my list. I just thought it was a fair thing to bring up. Though I'm sure you could get a master's degree in sculpting. Filming any Fiasconauts? Yeah, so I don't think we've done one for March, and then we'll do one for April. Will you accept gifts sent to you to Easy A? I would send it now and then never, like... First of all, never send me presents. But, like, don't make Jones keep, like, a whole little section of, like, these things were for Kyle that he's just got to, like, put in his storage. You know what I mean? In fact, I'll just say, like, anything after I leave goes to Bloodworth. Will you dab on stream before you leave? Yeah, I will. I guess we can put that in the jar. Put that in the jar. Submit that to Bloodworth. Put that in the jar. It's dab. Does Easy Allies own the rights to laser choppers? No. No. A weird thing is that we are a business. We're business owned 9 ways. I have to forfeit my ownership. I don't have to, but I will be paying taxes on a company that I don't make money from, and so I will be forfeiting that. my 9th. So yeah, well. Taxman, pay up. Yep. Will you abolish the don't make art about me rule for the art show? No, in fact, I had to enact it tonight. Real question, do you think comedy will be in your future one way or other? So I assume you mean in general and not like stand-up comedy, because stand-up comedy, no, I don't see that coming. But if you mean will whatever I'm creatively producing be comedic, then like heck yeah, it's all I know how to do. Unless I'm doing like charity work and being comedic is inappropriate. I think about that sometimes. Like, is it okay to be funny here? No? Okay. All right. Let's just smile and be nice. All right. So we're mostly at the joke questions portion of the Q&A. I wonder if we should wrap up. It is mostly jokes at this point. Do you see yourself using the Bosman at Home channel to tell us what you're up to? Yeah, I thought about that. I thought about like making like little like when I was planning to just travel all summer, like making little travel videos. Gone. That idea is stupid. So maybe just when I go on long walks across the country. Yeah, but you know, I mean that channel has subs. I don't want to ignore that channel. Will I stop playing games? Yes. Yeah. There's no way I'm playing another video game after May 1st. I'm just kidding. Yes, there's no way I'll stop playing games. Are you concerned about your FECT leaving Easy Allies? Heck yeah. Heck yeah, that's part of why it was so hard to do this, right? You work with friends. You own this business with friends. And you know that making a selfish call, saying, hey, I just want to go, will hurt them. And that feels very bad. It was very, very hard to tell everybody what was up and how I was feeling. But Easy Ally is incredibly supportive. Everybody, you know what I mean? They were all extremely, extremely supportive. You know, just whatever I needed to do, they were cool with. And, you know, obviously couldn't ask for a better group of people. They're just too good. Any ideas starting part-time or working remote? No, really wanted it to be a clean cut, especially because of how Easy Allies is structured. Easy Allies is 9 ways, right? Just blah, 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 blah. And so if it's like, okay, well, it's 8 ways, but Kyle gets this little, like, I just, no, not interested. And I think it's better for the audience that way, too. I feel like it's cheap. It's cheap to be like, hey, I'm just part-time. I'm just streaming on Fridays, but I'm not doing anything else. Just, why, dude? Just go. Just go. Will I make an occasional cameo? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Who are you giving that share to? Ian. Ian's paid me $30. So that Ian will become majority owner of Easy Allies. No, these are... Actually, I wonder if those questions are more for Jones, on Cuppa Jones, because he's actually have that stuff figured out. But no. I'm not... It's not going to any one person. I'll try to up my Twitter presence. I do not foresee myself working with Kojima. What will happen to all the bets? I'm going to try to be... I'm going to try to square up. I will legitimately try to square up. Will I keep the same stream schedule when I start my own channel? No, that's like... No, I can't make any promises. You know what I mean? Like, let's say I'm going to school. Let's say I'm chiseling marble all day. I won't know what time I'll have available until I know what time I have available, you know? Does the fan go with you? I might not pack the fan. I don't know. I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff. Any replacements for the 9th person? Again, this is maybe that's more for Jones, but I'll just say nobody soon. Nobody soon. What about Rufus? I thought a lot about Rufus. I'm leaving Rufus with the podcast. Rufus is a McDonald's toy that I got in 1999 that I kept knowing this will be useful someday. And it was useful on GT time and then useful in Easy Allies. Yeah, and so that the primary Rufus, the one where we replace the battery in, like, he's got to stay with the podcast. You know what I mean? Like, you can't hold on to everything. The OnlyFans input will not be changed. No. You will see the same rollout of OnlyFans content. That will not be affected. We're doing jokes. We gotta move on from jokes. How did you feel about Bloodworth really giving Mega Man Legends a chance? I wanted to hug him. I wanted to cry. It meant so much to me. It really did. And I did not actually think, and then I was surprised that he actually gave it his 3 points. That was the sweetest thing. That was pretty nice. I'll try to keep in touch on Twitter. I'll try. Okay. Was there anyone who took the news the hardest? You know who took the news the hardest. Do I foresee podcasting in the future? No, I don't. I'm not sure I do. Like, what, you want me to make 5 new friends somewhere? Like, don't. How you do? What? Did your parents know when you made the Parents Podcast? Yeah, they did. Oh man. Did you feel you're not growing in Easy Allies? Kinda. I mean, I grew a lot through Box Peak, and just kind of like emotionally too through Easy Allies. Again, it's so hard to explain. It's just a feeling. It's just emotional. It's just straight up emotional. Like, am I doing this, Do I prefer public-facing work, or would I prefer leaving the public eye? Depends. It really depends. It really, really depends. I don't think I'll ever leave the public eye. You're stuck with me. Why announce this on your birthday? I'm sorry, today is your birthday. It was just like, I wanted to do it in a day where I was going to stream later that night so we could all see each other and look each other in the eyes. Well, me into your eyes anyway. And then opposite, yours into mine. And I didn't want it to be too close to the 4-year anniversary, right? Because then it would be weird. It would make that like, oh, we just found out, this sucks. So we get this 1-week buffer. We get to play anime games on Tuesday. And then that week can still be very fun. We can still dab, and then we have a good month of April to like really just kind of ride it out. You know what I mean? Like, we can appreciate things as they are, the last ones. A lot of people who do say like, hey, today was my last day. Bye everybody. It's like, what? Whoa. I actually recorded my last video a week ago. It's like, what? That's kind of rough. I get it. I think it's a smart thing to do. I don't think that's the right thing to do for Easy Allies. What's going to happen to Who Is in My Bathroom? Jones picked that one because he thinks he can get it done in a month. He told me after we stopped recording. So if you know what we're talking about, Dreams Lovers is our current Jones and Kyle stream. I gave him 5 ideas, and when he looked at those, he's like, okay, which of these can I finish in a month? He feels like he can do that in a month. Never Too Late to Dreamcast, obviously continuing. I picked 6 weeks so that I could confidently finish it. What sucked was that, again, excuse me for complaining, what was a bummer was that, I had to go home for 2 weeks and delay the beginning of Never Too Late to Dreamcast, and so it's like getting up there, you know what I mean? It's getting up to where it's like, ooh, okay, you're gonna be able to finish this in time? We will be able to finish Never Too Late to Dreamcast in time, but yeah, didn't want to overcommit to a thing. New Vegas resident. Okay, so let's say Kyle, Private Life Kyle, is doing streams, and he gets enough true art on a weekly basis. Yeah, that could be a part of those streams. But, I don't know. I'm not expecting it to go like that. What will happen to the Sick Owls? Great question. The podcast is going to change. We should talk about the podcast. The Sick Owls obviously are going to disband. Again, this is a lot of Jones stuff. It's, I've had input, but it's not my call. And it's been a weird few months where it's kind of like that. Windows, do not restart now. I know, buddy. Okay. So like, what I needed to make clear though is that like it can't stay the same, and Jones agrees. Jones knows that it can't be him doing the exact same show that I was doing. It's gonna be more Jonesy. And so yeah, I'll let him talk about that for sure. But yeah, I did not. I have no say in, and I kind of don't want to, instill any rules upon the podcast going forward. And so I will not be doing that. Can we get My Hero Academia updates occasionally? You don't want those from me. When I checked out? The second I checked out? Little Grapes boy walking up to a child and saying, I can't wait to see what you look like in 10 years. I'm out. Hard out on the whole show. It's like that was the limit for me. It's like, okay, you know what, show? You're not worth it. You're not worth it to me. Not worth it to me. Because then, here's the thing though, he's going to have a redeeming moment. Like, oh, Grapes Boy is actually redeeming. Look at it. Like, I don't know. No. You don't get to do that, dude. You don't get to do both. If he's just a guy who everyone hates, if he's like, if that little boy said, I can't wait to see what you look like in 10 years, and then everyone just punched him, maybe. If everyone just said, you are a pig, you're disgusting, don't say things like that, maybe I would stick around with the show. So, you will not be getting future takes from My Hero Academia from me. Am I still your favorite bossy drag queen? Yeah, absolutely. When did that leaving feeling start? It's hard to say. It's definitely hard to say. It's... yeah, I don't know. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know when something nebulous like that really solidifies into a thing, because you kind of like you don't want to accept it at first. You know what I mean? You don't want to feel that feeling. If that makes sense. Does internet fame ever feel exhausting? I don't feel famous. It is weird. So 2013, February 2013, I put up my first ever video, and I feel like there's never been a month where I've not put up a video since then, right? Where I haven't had some sort of online presence. It's just become a part of my life. However, I feel like I am afforded a very private life. I can still go to some subways, I'm good. I'm very, very good. Were the two podcasts that Jones hosted a test for when you leave? No. That was just a very unfortunate situation in which I had to go home. There was no question there because of a family health situation. it was, you know, unfortunate that it took 2 weeks of my, you know, 2 months that I have left, but you got to do what you got to do. But no, that was not a test at all. And I will say, don't look at those 2 weeks as what the podcast will be like going forward. More scripted things before I go? I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. Someday I'll pitch you the bad idea that I swallowed and did Dreamcast instead. Did working on Don't Call Me Mama get you thinking about leaving to be more creative? I don't know. I feel like working on Don't Call Me Mama definitely was cool. It definitely, in a weird way, it was more rewarding than Box Peak sometimes. And it's like, why am I working on Box Peak so hard? Why y'all saying "ga" so much? Would you consider having Jones host the last week you're on? Oh yeah, I should say that as well. The very last week will just be me and Jones. It's going to be our like duo handoff stream. And so there's going to be an end of the Kyle era, and then this handoff stream, and then the beginning of the Jones era. And so yeah, that'll be the last one. It's just me and Jonesy. Yeah, and the last group stream I do, the last live stream I do, will be the Kyle send-off stream, where I pick the games. I haven't decided yet. Maybe you can help me decide, but I get to pick all the games. Does adulthood get scarier as you get older? Yes, but it also feels better as you get older. Okay, chat, you are rolling. All right, I feel like we should wrap up. I feel like we should wrap up talk. I feel like we should wrap it up. I feel like we're all on the same page. It's unfortunate. It's happening. I must go. This question. Does your appreciation of high art, Death Stranding, make you uncomfortable with not producing things? Okay, here's what I will say. I do feel that a lot of my life is... sorry, I'm reading some good suggestions in chat. I feel like a lot of my life is reacting. Reacting to news, reacting to headlines, reacting to video games, and not creating as much. And so when I say that I want to find my life's main thing, I do feel like it's creating. I'm not positive. I'm honestly, you know, look at me, I'm not positive about a thing, but I do feel like that might be what's missing for me. Friday night streams. Yeah, I guess that's a good transition into our stream tonight. Okay, so we're gonna finish Banjo-Tooie tonight. It's happening. I don't care how long it takes. We're gonna beat that stupid witch. And then I do have a backup game in case we beat her too fast. And then I think next week we'll do a PlayStation grab bag. No, next week we'll start it. We'll start Rad next week. So someone sent in Robot Alchemic Drive while I was gone. During one of those 2 weeks that I was gone. I actually don't know who sent it in, but I called dibs on it. So yeah, I'll be doing a full playthrough of Rad, and I think that I will be able to finish that before I go, with the weeks that we have left. SSX is a good call, Red Pop. I'd like to do one night of that too. And definitely another PlayStation grab bag. I got some good ones already. I don't know if I'll ever touch Brave Fencer Musashi again. This overlay is actually old. We used this a long time ago. Oh my god. I had plans. We were gonna I was gonna play videos this whole time so it wouldn't be boring. Oh my goodness. We're like an hour into the stream. I totally forgot this. I was gonna not be boring. Well, we still have the music playing. Will there still be a Thursday stream time slot? Absolutely a Jones question. Oda Wong, you worked on SSX3? That's cool. I played it. We already did a playthrough. I was pretty bad at it. A lot of long-haired freaky people. Final Tetris stream, I don't think it'd feel right. I think it would feel bad. I think one Final Tetris stream would not be the right vibes. Did you feel Easy Allies was trending in a direction that was different than what you envisioned? No. I think what happened was, when we were originally planning Easy Allies, it was like, we did not think it was going to be a giant thing, right? We didn't think it was going to be everybody's careers, and then it turned into everybody's careers. I would say that that's kind of what happened. It turned into a business. And so I can't be like, I really thought Easy Allies was going to be this whole other thing. I had a different vision. Like, no. It just blew up. Will I pass the Pokemon torch to Ben? Bloodworth wanted it. He's got it. Do I think I'll ever do a meetup in the future? That's Jack's on deck. That's the huge bummer. Like, no way, right? No way I'll personally do a meetup because I'm already like pretty uncomfortable with them. I would absolutely do an Easy Allies meetup, and that was the plan. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think you just gotta luck into seeing me at some theme park someday. Just gotta hope you walk into me at, you know, the airport. Oh, that guy. Signature on Lightning before you leave? I feel like that would be disgracing her. I don't want to do that. Defacing, excuse me. And disgracing. What made you decide to go for a master's degree? Also having this debate with yourself? I guess I feel like an adult, right? I feel like an adult who doesn't know enough a lot of the times. Feel kind of dumb sometimes. Ever thought about Seattle? Absolutely. Yeah, there's not a city I didn't think about. Yeah, there are. But anyway, Seattle is one of the cities I do think about. Love Knott's Berry Farm. Love the Hootenanny, especially the Halloween Hootenanny. Would you like to have a picture of yourself on the walls during group streams? Jones asked me about this week. Basically, like how much I want to haunt the Easy Allies, meaning. He asked me if we should delete the emote, and I said no way, right? That's bad vibes. We should keep doing some things, but we shouldn't force anything that the guys don't want to do anymore. Yeah, we got to keep the emote. Do you realize how haunting that will be, though? Use it sparingly. Promise me today you won't haunt Damiani with that emote. Promise me. Yeah, I'll definitely watch Easy A stuff. No question. I think it might hurt for a while. It might feel bad for a while, but, you know, I'll be watching. Will I work with Keel again? Most likely. Most likely. It's going to be harder, right? I can't... I probably can't work on the Game Awards as much as I had in the past if I'm not in LA. So yeah, they're probably not as much, but we'll try. Can you please release Robot Party? Yeah. We should save this one. This should go in the bucket. You ever want to watch this with the volume on? Why not cities like San Diego? Gives me the heebie-jeebies. All right, yeah, we'll put that. Yeah, we'll put that in the bucket. Mr. Bucket. Kyle made Robot Party? Yeah. I'm the robots. Does the development of coronavirus concern you about your plans? Heck yeah. To be honest with you, yes. It has made all of this much, much more complicated. I am completely accepted that there is a chance that a month from now, I will not be allowed to leave Los Angeles. I mean, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It has definitely complicated all of these things. But again, compared to the complications in other people's lives, it's nothing. Nothing compared to what other people have to deal with. So I won't complain about it. Okay. Shall we stream? Shall we play some Banjo-Kazooie? How do we feel? Will I still be on the community showcase? Yeah, I mean, that's why Jones scheduled me. That's why Jones scheduled me for April. He was not... It was a little iffy. It was a little iffy. He was like, I don't know if people will pick up on this. They might wonder. Because, you know, I just did it like 3 or 4 months ago. My eye ducts are dry. Okay, we're all done crying. Did you cry when you told them? No, I was definitely super emotional. Definitely super emotional. Definitely emotional today. Really held it together today. Like, it was really, really hard to click send. It was like, ugh. But it was also kind of a relief. Obviously, you know, like, it's been a weight. The weight has been a weight. W-E-I-G-H-T. Just a hard secret to keep. Just sucked. Just felt really bad. For so long. I'm glad you held it together. No. I broke into tears when I saw Huber's tweet. I was good up until that point. Just destroyed, devastated. Yeah. Yep, that'll do it. Yeah. Catch up on subs. Yeah, so I'm going to refill my coffee. We'll catch up on subs, and then we'll start streaming. This has been our talk. This has been our talk about my exit from Easy Allies. Cool. In the meantime, watch some Mario 3. It's a good game. One of the greats.